143, 142, Norton.
Out close.
Judge Joe's whistle scores it 143, 142 for the new.
They gave it to Larry Holmes. Based upon that early lead, Holmes has been declared the winner. Now I can't see from my position into that melee. Look at that break. I haven't seen one like
Michael Marley from BoxingConfidential.com. We're here at the International Boxing Hall of Fame. We're nearby in Syracuse, New York. To my right, the legend, the legendary Eastern assassin, Larry Holmes. He's being inducted into the Hall of Fame. I guess that's no surprise. He ruled the heavyweight division, dominated the heavyweight division for 8-9 years. So I was there from start to finish. Larry's got some beautiful posters. We're going to show those in a minute. They're for sale if you can get over to the Marriott Courtyard. Anyway, Larry Holmes, congratulations on being in the Hall of Fame. No surprise, but it must be a thrill.
Yeah, Mike, I tell you what, thank you for congratulating me, because it is a thrill, because I think, it proves that to a lot of people that they were wrong when they said I didn't have it. My legs were too small. I was just a copy of Muhammad Ali, was not going anywhere. I just proved them all wrong, Mike. I'm in the Boxing Hall of Fame as one of the great fighters of all time.
Larry, we're not going to mention the fellow that said it. We don't have, unless we want to. But you were 19 years old. You went to New York. You went to Gleason's gym up in the Bronx. I remember it was under the subway. And a well-known boxing trainer told you that maybe you should take up truck driving. Was that part of what fueled your career, that you wanted to prove the critics wrong?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I mean, that motivated me, because like a lot of people said I couldn't make it. I wanted to prove to them that I could. A lot of people wouldn't have gave a dime for my boxing career, Mike. But you know what? One guy did give a dime, and his name was Don King. Even though a lot of people say we don't have a great relationship, the man put me in the position to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world, and not only that, promoted me for a number of my fights. So you got to give him a lot of credit, because I don't know where I will be if he didn't step forward to give me a hand.
Larry, I always looked at it this way. I worked a few years for Don, and then I escaped. But I always looked at it this way. They could say what they want about Don King, but he played by the same rules as the white promoters, and to be the first black promoter to make it so, I'm sure, and I know that Don is a hard worker.
Well, Don's working while everybody else is asleep, and that's one of the reasons why he gets ahead, and he gets to jump on a lot of them other promoters out there. You know what? They can say he don't pay or whatever, he takes a cut or whatever, and if a guy's bringing me a whole lot of money, you know what, he can take a little bit of it. I ain't got no problem with that. If you be greedy and be selfish and don't believe in sharing with other people, you know what, you'll lose out in the long run.
Larry, I know people always ask, how would Larry Holmes done against this guy, that guy? I mean, what was it about your jab, the big jack jab? I mean, to me, the greatest jab in heavyweight history. Lewis hit hard with the jab, but not as fast. Ali fast, maybe even faster than you, but not as powerful. What was it about the jab?
Well, I wanted to hurt you with a jab. I wanted to slap you around a little bit, make you think you get to walk through it, and as soon as you think you can walk through it, you get the real power of it. And that was the most effective punch that I had in boxing. That what brought me into the heavyweight division and kept me as the heavyweight champion. With the jab, that's the most important thing in boxing is the jab. If you don't have a good jab, then you're just a mediocre fighter. You need a good jab to be able to learn to throw that right hand behind it.
Larry, I'm just flashing back now. I remember your phrase was that the jab used to get the opponent drunk.
And then I mug them.
Larry, do you still fool around with music? You had a band. You had a couple of songs out. You love to perform. What inspired you to be a singer, and do you still play around with it?
I just play around with it. I'm not really a singer, and I done it back then just to have fun. Because, that's what it's all about. You're supposed to enjoy yourself. You're supposed to enjoy the life that God gives you. And I did. I took full advantage of it, and I'm still taking advantage of it. They might say I'm still a little silly kid, being as old as I am, but you know what? That's the way I'll go out like that, laughing.